All right, let's dive into something you've probably seen or maybe even done yourself, especially online. We're going to talk about why we have this tendency to explain our feelings, analyze them, instead of just, well, feeling them.
Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever been going through something kind of tough, and your first instinct is to write the perfect, super smart analytical take about it for social media? I mean, you're not just posting, I'm sad. No way. You're breaking down the entire socio-political reason for your sadness. Sound familiar? Yeah, if it does, you are definitely in the right place.
And hey, you are not alone in this. It's kind of like you've become a sports commentator, but for your own life. You're not on the field playing the game anymore. Nope. You're up in the booth with the headset on, giving this detached play-by-play analysis of your own emotions. It's a really weird and, let's be honest, a very modern way to live, right? So, let's get into it. This whole commenting on your feelings thing, it's not just some random internet quirk. It's actually a real psychological pattern. Let's break it down. There's actually a name for this. It's this deep protective instinct we have to analyze things instead of just feeling them. And it's a core strategy we all use to deal with, well, the messiness of being human. Okay, let's dive into this. The term is cognitive distancing, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's when we use our brains, our logic, to create distance, a buffer, really, between us and our raw emotions. So instead of just expressing pain, we explain it. We turn it into this neat little theory, a case study that we can look at from way over here at a safe distance. So that's the what. But honestly, the why is way more interesting, isn't it? Why is this our brain's go-to move? What's the actual logic behind keeping our own feelings at arm's length? Well, the reasons are actually super practical. Seriously, this isn't a bug in our programming. It's a feature. It's part of our psychological survival kit. We do it to handle feelings that are just too overwhelming. It's like turning a tsunami of sadness into a simple weather report. It gives us a sense of control when everything feels totally out of control. And, maybe the biggest reason of all, it protects us from feeling raw and vulnerable. And let's be real, social media is the perfect stage for this whole performance. It's practically built for it, right? You can draft, edit, rephrase, and polish your experience until it sounds super smart and insightful. You get to present this perfect finished product, and you never have to show anyone the messy, unedited first draft of how you actually feel. But here's the catch. This coping mechanism, as useful as it is, creates this really powerful and kind of ironic problem. It leads to something we can call the intimacy paradox. And this brilliantly illustrates the paradox. See, on the one hand, what we're doing is explaining our pain. We're creating this logical, easy-to-follow story. But what we're actually blocking is the raw, messy expression of that pain. And by doing that, we might be preventing the one thing we actually need in that moment: real, genuine connection. So the crucial point is this. Cognitive distancing, it's a great shield. It absolutely protects you from feeling overwhelmed. But that same shield can turn into a wall that blocks the very emotional intimacy that deep down you're probably craving. It's like it keeps the bad stuff out for sure, but it can also keep the good stuff and other people from ever getting in. Okay, so as we start to wrap this up, let's shift gears a little. Let's move away from the theory and bring this back home to you for a little bit of self-reflection. And look, it's so important to remember. This is not about judging ourselves at all. It's a totally human way to cope with things. The goal here is just awareness. That's it. Because once you're aware of something, you have the power to make a choice. So I'm going to leave you with this final question to chew on. The next time you find yourself putting on that headset, sitting up in that commentator's box for your own life, just pause and ask yourself, is my analysis actually protecting me right now, or is it isolating me? The answer? Well, it just might surprise you.